Thank you, Mr. Ross. You've done a great job from this morning.
Thank you.
And I want to thank The Economist for the kind invitation. But being here in Thessaloniki is very important also to me. I've traveled this region many, many times, as far as traveling to Alexandroupoli and as far as the west to the city of Ioannina. But the big question is, who are we? And very important is that we are legislators elected to Congress, to our parliaments, to our state legislators, 93 of us from the United States, Australia, Canada, the bulk of the membership, Germany, France, Great Britain, Switzerland, Romania, Albania, Israel, Jordan, and in Africa, Kenya, Zimbabwe, and South Africa. But most important, being a U.S. legislator, the United States, as Ambassador Pyatt had said earlier today, does play a key role. We have 43 members elected in the United States alone, which is 6 members of Congress, 2 lieutenant governors, the lieutenant governor of California, who was here early in the year, lieutenant governor of Connecticut. We had a Connecticut company earlier that was speaking. We've got 14 state senators and 21 state representatives in 20 states. That's a lot of firepower between our country and our heritage, Greece. And when you look at those numbers, that means we have direct access and communications to 40 U.S. senators. We had 3 here last week, and over 180 members of the U.S. Congress, which is 1/3. And what we talked about all day today about how we interact with different companies, the CEOs, and I'll give you 2 specific examples that took place this year. We had our semi-annual conference that took place in Athens, Greece, but during COVID, we did not have the numbers we normally had. But we had a great representation from the U.S., about 23 members. And when we went over to Rhodes and had our business conference, there was a company from New York, Palisades Investment, that was investing in Rhodes, the Rhodes Marina, a green marina. We had Congresswoman Raptakis from New York that was very much helpful in shepherding along the project, and also State Representative John Lemonis, who visited Rhodes. And by partnering local government, the CEOs of the companies back home, and making these projects work is very, very important. And even when we started our conference in Athens, we had, for the opening discussion, the Prime Minister of Greece, the President of Cyprus, the Speaker of the House of the Hellenic Parliament, Ms. Daskalaki Angelopoulou, President Tsipras, and also the Lieutenant Governor of California interacting with us together. That showed a lot of importance of group of legislators with Hellenic heritage. And also, when you look back at our home states, who do you have in these 20 states? You have the governors. We had the governor of Virginia visit Greece. We had 3 U.S. senators. We have CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. And you build bridges to interact the companies back home with potential companies here in Greece. And not only a 2-way partnership, a 3-way partnership. Because when I'm elected in the United States, I have my colleague in Kenya, who they interact with each other, and then we interact with Greece. So you have American companies, potential economic opportunities from Kenya and Greece. So now you've created the triangle, which brings a lot of opportunities. And I think that's very, very important. And also, we talked about the company earlier, the Green Company and Verico. We had 3 Connecticut state legislators that were here in Athens this past summer during our conference. So there's great opportunities for Greece, for especially this important region of northern Greece, Thessaloniki, Alexandroupoli, to move forward and try to partner. So when they come to us, our companies back home, what about Greece? What about Thessaloniki? We can bridge that gap by making introduction to the Greek government, members of the Hellenic Parliament, companies here in Greece. And it's very important because sometimes during that interaction, it gets lost. But I think it's very, very important. And when we look to the future, we keep hearing about the issues about green energy, the Green New Deal. When we had a discussion probably about a month ago, what about Greek shipping? Most important aspect of this community of Greece. Greek shipping plays an important role. What happens if the Green Deal is implemented? Well, the U.S. is going to play a key role, especially our U.S. Congress. How do our Greek-American elected legislators interact with major shipping companies in Greece and send a strong message that it's going to be a two-way street to impose restrictions or new rules and regulations of the new Green Deal, but at the same time look at maybe credits. So we want to work as partners with our country of Greece and also our heritage. And I think that's very, very, very important, especially my home state, where my governor just became the United States Commerce Secretary, Gina Raimondo, and took over Wilbur Ross's position in the last administration. So we have a very, very bright future as far as elected legislators working together with CEOs here in Greece, working back home with our CEOs, and bridging that gap and building better futures, better future for everyone, for the people of Greece, for our constituents back home. I think it's a great future. Αυτό μόνο θέλω να πω όπως κλείνω τη ομιλία, που γιορτάζουμε τα 200 χρόνια. Αυτό είναι πολύ σημαντικό για το λαό, την Ελλάδα, για τους Ελληνοαμερικανούς, Ελληνοαυστραλέζους, Ελληνοκαναδέζους, παντού. Πώς προχωράμε και βοηθάμε το ελληνικό λαό. Ευχαριστούμε.